Hello everyone, welcome back to another story quest. Today we're gonna be doing Navia story quest. Without further ado, let's see. Braving the Tides Together, Rosa Multiflora Chapter Act 1. I'm so curious about what's gonna happen. We're gonna do it today because I've got nothing good to do today. And yeah, shimmering memories. One day you are stopped by a familiar voice while in the court of Fontaine. Let's see. I'm supposed to probably do this another time. That way I don't need to do my daily yada yada yada. But right, that actually look amazing. Wait. We are supposedly doing Navia in Star Quest. Right! I forgot. Navia is located... Oh, just here. What this?
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Well, it's isn't my dear partner.
That voice! It's Navia!
Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting our daily dose of adventuring in. No plan in particular. We're just done doing the Fontaine Noblian Festival.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
Uh, we've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Wasn't Spinnerella affected too? Should you really be the one offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well.
Dang, that is a lot of responsibility. So that's so kind of you.
Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
Ah,
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Oh, spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
and money.
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
What is that?
So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then?
And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own.
Got it, so Melusian is hand is short. Oh.
But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
Talking about that, my own handwriting is actually not that good. Either way, we ignore that handwriting.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
My left hand is shorter than my right hand by 0.5 inch.
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols.
Me on the left side just like bong Paimon. Paimon, that is her handwriting.
This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
Paimon, that is a handwrite. It's that bad, huh?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
A new burger. This is a face that just witnessed horror. I don't know what did they read or just that face is horror.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbol next time. Maybe just write out each item next time.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself.
Really?
I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
What does the shorthand and everything mean?
Well, now you know for next time.
Well, now you know.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
And all of that is your own symbol. How?
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for yourself?
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, I want to see how Poisson have been. Because last time we saw him, it's all over the place.
You said you don't have any plans, right?
I
So
don't.
we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
She just take the chance.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested in taking a look. It will be a pretty nice break too.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
No, we're boating.
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
I was wondering, like, why did it glow? Or different color? I see, I've still got something to do, so why don't you head over there first? Sure sounds good to me. Oh, I want to go with her rather than meet her there, so let's go.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
I want to choose the bottom one if we can re-talk to her, but... Oh no, do we... Okay. I see. There's just nothing. There's just literally nothing. So we're gonna literally meet her later, but... What happened?
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
That is actually interesting, yeah. Navia... I thought it's just coincidence, but it is. Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
I mean, private boat is already amazing, isn't it?
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Cause low budget.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that also wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see point having the 4th one?
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
I hope you does not like them. Or not like them. I hope you are not stubborn like them. There you go.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out.
We're heading out. Well, heading home actually, but the same. I feel like there's a cutscene, white. Oh no! Braving the tides together. Cool.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
As I'm pretty sure it's out of chat. Yep.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Oh, I'm curious. I wonder. That's a bad question, Paimon.
I'm sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
Why do you have to say all of that? Bruh, Paimon. Paimon just don't understand. Paimon literally just... My goodness.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously.
We give Paimon a sign like, do not say that, or do not ask that. Paimon proceeds to explain.
While my
Bruh.
papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny.
Aw.
Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her.
Oh, I feel so sad now. So I love how there is Spina symbol.
But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning.
It does.
So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart.
Aww.
Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
That's an amazing word. I'm taking screenshot. That's a good word.
I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Do you miss them, Molus and Silver?
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past.
We have to accept it.
But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
You don't have to shoulder it alone. We are here. For now. Is we're gonna go Netherlands next. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see what the Spina look like right now. Maybe half? I don't know, built-ish rather than all over the place like last time.
Ah, we've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Poisson is not this. Poisson is the bottom here. I'm so confused why Poisson under cave, but
Navia, do you think she's doing alright?
I don't think so. She seems to be managing, but it's only seems. We don't know about her inside. She always been having to cope one thing or another.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
That's why we're here for her. Either way, let's see. A burp! Bop! Oh, actually we have to run in. Well, we don't. I can just TP, but let's see. It's... yeah, some stuff is going to the place. The fish is back up there. It's pretty much just resetting it back to the previous before the tragedy. Oh, interesting. That's nice then. Alright, enter Poissons. We already entered Poissons. Where am I going? Oh, that way. Who is that? Some character you're supposed to already know, but I forgot. I only remember Navia.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance.
Oh, I see. You want me to take care of you then?
We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Lately, it have been what? Lately, it have been, feeding shoe. Like, what's going on here, guys? You guys have problem with shoe?
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Who knows? Also, I just noticed something.
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
Ah, I see. I was curious, who is it for?
But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
Malus and Silver?
But now that his name has been cleared,
Oh.
and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Should Navia be featured with them too? Navia's still here, that's why.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
I mean, you have been taking care of Poisson since then.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've
Okay.
done more for the town and the people.
Okay, I'll be playing this game in a few decades for sure.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
That's what I meant. Also, it's not country, but yeah, it's pretty much.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Oh, you are definitely determined to do that.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
I would love to actually see that.
Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
I see. Well, if that's what you think, I think it will just be a matter of time then.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Okay, that's a little bit. Okay. Me? What? All right.
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
I see. Just pretend to be my husband and I'll be your wife. Gotcha. I gotcha. What?
That's,
Okay, sorry, Paimon. We gotta do it. What do we gotta
Didn't
do?
you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
You guys can say that they are foreshadowing our wife in the future in game.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Alright, hugging pose. Wait, what?
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
Ah.
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
Stop picking up my brains. If you wanna pick me up, don't pick my brains up.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Let's try something posing, looking out into the distance. Why don't we just strike a happy pose? Is it bad that I hope there's like, let's hug each other? Cause again, they are husband and wife, like, or just dance even.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Oh, and then I can. Oh, actually, that's not bad. For somebody that have no idea what imposing mean, not bad.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
but isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Well...
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Why does that matter? Paimon!
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
That's what you're worried about?
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias.
Yeah, didn't mean assassinate the journalist, Paimon.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
Sure. How about looking into the distance?
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
I should expect it to be like that. I don't know what, yeah. Also, I love how the husband is smaller than the wife.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
I like that, that's cute. I love that. Remind me to clip that. I love that.
But there's something off with the composition.
What is
This
it?
pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
No, it's the other way around, actually.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Okay. Anyway, I'm enjoying this.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Not gonna lie, you can kind of point it to the, to the this thing and like to show that this is where everything begin or the origin or the just something like that. I don't know. No, just me. Okay, then happy pose.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Yeah, for example. I have no example. That's funny, I guess.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
You don't need to. It's just showing two happy couple.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Jesus, both of you, just make up your mind. You guys have been pain.
Can one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Knock knock. That's funny.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
That's the picture, maybe? That's cute. Shy pose, awesome pose, your original own pose.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Since when did you have that? Shall I crack your brain to see if you got some left?
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups.
Not gonna lie, I would want to have extra of the photo back. Yeah. Or just send it to me. I want a copy of them. Because I like taking picture with friends and or partner, and yeah.
Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
Your outfit alone already looks so fancy. But I am curious about those though.
Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, I thought it's Shuri. No, actually I don't. Yeah, I am trying to remember, but I don't.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Still does not ring a bell. She always believed that her father, Jax, was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently.
Oh, right! That child! Now I remember. Who?
But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said?
I don't know.
In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Ah, I see. But again, in the end, whatever you said kinda doesn't matter much. What matters is always whatever that person is thinking, cause even though you meant it, if they think you did not mean it, well, yeah. Which is kinda pain.
But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Hey, at least this way we got some cool picture, you know? I love all of them.
You're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
For me, it's more value, but sure. What happened? Oh, we're just chatting into the distance.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Ooh. Who?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Be that?
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, right.
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
That's good.
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
Hey, at least you didn't decide to live there. Because not gonna lie, it's not that bad.
You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Paimon. Why is Paimon like this today?
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
What did he do? What did he do? Did he steal a brat?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
The what?
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Yeah, everything have been, you know, what, Tremor stuff happened under there as well?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then.
Another thing is, if you don't wanna, if you got free time, you can just watch my video. There's the playlist, the story quest, yeah.
First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Got it, minion. Anyway, through thick. Through thick indeed.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before.
Ouch.
So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Alright, Paimon. We just follow Navia's lead. All credit to Paimon, yep, for sure.
Wait, now you suddenly resist taking a dig at Paimon?
Why would I?
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
Yeah, I was so scared that Coulter gonna ask this.
About that.
Yeah, still got it's always gonna hurt.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
And even protecting Navia before Navia also yeah, before Navia almost lost to the flood as well. They literally protect her. I love how the glow as well.
What did you say?
Are you um, are you blind? Cannot you hear properly? What happened?
This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Well,
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
yeah, remember the food that you wanna taste? Yeah, I was so scared about this part.
Luce and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Luce. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Oh, let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Okay.
Man, I was hoping it didn't come to this part, but again, when somebody just got back from, yeah, no, sentences prison, nothing can you do other than explain to them what actually happened. Which means that person is not too updated to the news. Well, nor can the mayor pit actually receive any news for that for other people. There's not like a TV there to just, watch the news. Nothing we can do. It is what it is. Have you explained everything that has happened recently to Calder?
All of this. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
It's blame the Celestial. Had I not personally experienced all those events, I will also have found them very difficult to accept. But sadly, we're trying to figure it out.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him.
It is what it is.
It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network. We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romu?
What?
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, Those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Well, that could have been the first time a dispute like that have happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that.
So don't need to feel awkward, it's fine.
He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeo's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion.
R.I.P. Camel, I hope your back come back, cause broken back does not feel good.
They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
What is that logic? What?
Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
Interesting.
From that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Lying low? What? Not laying low? What? Huh? English?
Huh. I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Did you just jinx it?
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
For me, I'm gonna start crying if I just heard that.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two?
Yep.
You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Oh, of course. That's fine by me.
It's whether you're still shocked or you're planning something. Not gonna lie.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We want to see Adele cheer up as well. Want to see a future star of the Spina, yee.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
You heard her. Not gonna lie, some of this part is wholesome. The part that I don't like will always be the part where they mention something bad had happened, but what can we do, right? There's nothing to like ignore that. Eventually have to be mentioned to explain to somebody that didn't know about it. So it's reasonable-ish, so yeah, no. And Paimon just talk, what happened?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
We have walked. I actually kind of hate the part where whenever you walk, all of a sudden they just speak. It's kind of annoying. Can they at least bring navigation like here? And then you touch there, they talk, and then, move to the next one. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, we missed Paimon's conversation there. It's fine. Paimon only asked, why do we walk? That's it. We walking here. What next? Walk on top of the water? That sounds easy.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Yep.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court.
Oh.
Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two.
Gotcha. I thought you're about to say we start eating the grass.
The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing, though. It's kind of become peaceful area now.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Paimon for sure.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Why do you have to say it like that? It sounds a little bit something.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Yeah, we know. The first time we meet Navia, Malus and Silver always prepare the the furnace, or the cooking thingy, and also the ingredients.
Okay, the stove's looking good.
Our stove.
And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
I got a lot inside my inventory. Shall I go get them?
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
So where are we going to grab this?
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Yeah, I never eat any buff.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Wait, just a flour. Wait, I know that is the material to make sugar and flour, but without flour, just, wheat, really?
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Alrighty. I mean, this is awkward. I mean, at the same time, if we go to over here, ignore all the food. Where's the ingredients? Is the ingredients always here? I mean, we go right over here. As you can see, I got like a flour over here, and well, just salt, pepper, milk. We don't need sugar. We can use milk. Sugar, we got a lot extra as well, and even sweet flour actually. I guess you actually don't need to grab much. Who knows? I should wanna find. Wait, where is the person? I don't find the other person, but it doesn't seem like we can find him. Alright, I'll just talk to Navia.
Ah, how did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
It's just right on there, actually. Oh. I see. You do use yours. Yeah, I got 2,000 of... Yeah, anyway. That's normal, isn't it?
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whitey. Navia bakes a batch of macarons with her usual gusto.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Wait, how about mine? I love how the dog is taking a picture. Also, another thing is, What is that noise? I heard like a drill noise.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
Well, as much as I love her, the problem is just I got too much waifu. Wait, what? As much as I love to, it's just we have to find our brother. There are still some important things that we must do. You really wanna poach me from the adventure guild, huh?
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
It would if we are not finding our brother.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down.
Yeah, she will just tie me down. But
Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
yep, Navia's right. That's certainly one way putting it. Definitely not because I can just turn into her every now and then. Wait, what?
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I actually thought I was about to say she still can sniff the macaron from miles away.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
Never mind. Huh? I heard something just now. Was it some small critter? Lately, a lot of people have been using critter word. What does that mean? I never heard critter before, so...
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
Yeah, cheers! Not gonna lie, if it's me, I'm just gonna point it out.
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time.
God, what a word. Why is that bush so big?
All said? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Just curious. Does it seem like there's any body? Yeah, my instinct tells me to just shoot as soon as possible. I just don't trust that bush. We might get ambushed, who knows? But yeah, what can we do, right? What can... Alright, either way, let's head to the goods. It's like the thing that we ordered is here. It's whether somebody is buying us or something's going on. Either way, we'll figure it out. Excuse me?
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
My gala is kinda sad that we're not on Shiori Boutique, but it's fine.
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
It's a special uniform, buddy.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads.
Also, Paimon, a little thing too seriously, that? That's kinda dangerous. If we accidentally just poke her as if like she's about to scream and bite us in the face.
There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Yes, somebody's definitely spying us. Just about that, I am pretty vigilant, so... Ooh, what's up with that?
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Please tell me we know that person.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me.
That's cute.
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
See. But I love also they pen to show you the person.
But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
I see. The two of you have contended with similar circumstances, actually.
Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
So I wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
Somebody's stalking us. Follow me. Someone is tailing us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
I wonder who is this?
All right.
Is it the father of the Adele? Who knows? Either way, let's see.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Oh, there are more than one.
Stop right there.
Yeah, stop right there. I'm gonna make you wet. This traveler is quite something. Hey! Angular? They are so slow.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
What?
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Easy.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Just to put out there, she is actually abusing a shotgun. Now you don't care? Well. Also, since Navia is on my party, I cannot use 5 per character. Also, I'm expecting character to talk, but let's see. So the trial character 79 with 130. Weapon is the 40. Dang. Also, since a trial on story, I'm pretty sure it's P, right? Oh no, translation. It is. It's gonna hit more. That's nice. I kinda don't wanna use Furina because I think Furina's gonna deal too much. My bad, never mind. I take back everything I said.
Coming at ya! A proper send-off! From the Spina
With love.
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
The old make it sounds more impressive. Don't mind the cannon.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognize your situation and don't entertain my fantasies of escape. We've got people up above and down below as well.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
Judging by the cannon that Navia shot, I think the only one that hurt is, well, them.
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
Bum bum bum. What?
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight.
Yeah, well,
We admit it. We lost.
it seems like there is still more.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name?
They are.
But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I will advise you to calm down. You are not in position to, first of all, stand and now speak.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
And the big guy is still laying down.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys. and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
Wait, does that mean the inside bush one is not them?
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
Yeah, well, you're lying.
Huh?
You followed us all the way here. There's more to this. Don't say that I did not notice that.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway.
Well, I'll call Nervalet on this as well.
Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I will.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
You lost your one hand or one leg or even your toe. Got it?
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Oh, that's...
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
For me, I will not want them... Yeah, but... I don't want to let them go, but... It is what it is.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
Well, judging by how they react, I feel like they're gonna just blame every fault in the past to you. Also, if they lied, you don't know if it's true or not.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Gotcha, another trial.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, we know. And then everything fall apart.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Yeah, we should get our packing.
It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Paimon. Paimon and her high standard.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
But it's Christmas, so that's not bad.
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Hey, that's the spirit. I also want to sing too, but I am too shy. Anyway, let's see. Spina Rosula uniform gift box. Oh, it's like Malus and Silver's outfit. Now we have prepared the gift. Contains Spina Rosula, the Rosula uniform for Adele. The dimensions are a bit large for Adele at present, but it works just fine for a promise. A little bit too large is actually not that bad, since slowly you're gonna grow, and yeah, it's gonna fit you, and that's good. That's pretty much how everybody. I don't know about everybody, but that's how I choose my clothing. A little bit bigger in size, later on grow into that size. When I'm a kid, anyway. Not now.
Come coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Also, another thing is this is sewer. Also, because of the event story quest, I kind of look this place differently. Just like, yeah, it's just annoying. Since you have to pay them money for information, stuff like that.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
Ah.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Nope.
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendra? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
It's Paimon's mouth, not mine, so please don't do that to mine.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
It's alright, Paimon, you can sleep on my hand. Even though waking up, my hand's not gonna be fun, but you know.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Alrighty. That's quite the story. We can sit down. Yes. But of course. Anyway, we'll sit inside and wait for the banquet to begin. Over here. Or just sit, I guess. Okay. Nice to meet you. You enjoy a fantastic meal as well as wonderful performance. As things slowly die down and return to your room.
Hello? Are you asleep yet?
Navia, did something happen? You want to sleep with me? What's going on?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
What does that mean?
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
You know, I actually don't hate that. If somebody asked me that, I would love that.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
I love how Paimon's the one that answered it. Why don't we open the door as well?
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
You're good, since the invitation is coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner.
Yeah, partner.
Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
It's kind of weird to fish in the night, but it's not bad. I like fishing. Not in-game though. RL wise, it's awesome. In-game wise, I guess it's just too easy. It become pain. I don't know. So let's swim to the top. Well, I will be swimming. I wonder what conversation are we gonna converse here, cause I feel like there's gonna be something. Also, that is a big. What is the prep? Interesting.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Me, my rod is, you know, you throw and you catch.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method, manual all the way. Automation is more efficient. I like Paimon's method. I just like it.
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
I just saw a crab slowly go down.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Well, it is what it is. Not gonna lie, I got a lot of energy as well.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
The crab!
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mother?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Malus and Silver were always there too.
Ah, so we're going like flashback. That's cute.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
It is what it is. We're still a little kid back in the day, so what can do, right?
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me.
What?
I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing, to the best of your abilities.
It is. Oh. Sometimes I just like the part, like this one, for example. It's a good word. I love, like, a good slice of life.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and
Dang.
pay the price for your mistakes.
Navia. Must still be really hard for you.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
It's alright. It's nighttime. Yeah, nighttime always do this. Cause you always feel relaxed and everything. So everything just float on your mind.
Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
Wait, I do?
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Well, manual it is.
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
Okay. I don't know when is the cutscene, so I'm a little bit scared.
We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
Is it now? Well, from here now, we're not gonna show. From here now, this is what gonna be the thing.
You want Paimon to help too?
Yes, come! It's time for you to swim again! After some time, you finally manage to reel in the prize catch together. Now you cannot click. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch, while for some reason, Navia cannot seem to hook a single fish. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Pam discovers the real reason for the mystery of why she didn't get a single bait is. Or single bite is.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Because of that. Really? Yeah, well, it's not. Well, it's unlucky because you forgot, but it is what it is. She actually got a
Stop
lot
wasting time! The
on her
boss
plate.
ain't gonna wait all day!
Oh.
We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
I knew it. I knew he got something to do with this. Because he sounds so... What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Nervous?
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Since I got fish, I don't think it is.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
She actually make me young.
All right, go to bed. I had a
tomorrow.
great time today.
Navia.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, also. We're just gonna ignore
So, how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
something is happening.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars.
Wait, what?
So you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Huh? What? Excuse? Huh?
Huh.
What are you talking about, Paimon? I don't see SEA what you're talking about right now. And just where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
Really?
See? This guy gets it.
Really?
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
This is where the box actually have been ruined. I hope Navia have been keeping it safe. But who knows? Poisson trigger transmission. Oh, it's only for Nishi. I'm about to say, wait, can we actually catch fish now? So can I just put it somewhere so it just automatically give us a fish? No, sadly that's not the case. Okay, we're back at the Poisson. Let's see, I'm also wanna see Adele. Again, on the main story, Adele is the little girl that's with her mother. They're standing on the corner over, well, supposedly over there behind the box, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, behind those box. Or on the left part, I forgot.
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court too.
Here you go.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Hello again. Ye.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
I don't think I do anything, but yeah, it's fine.
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
Now it's the Duke is the one that helped with the boat, and Navia also do a lot of stuff.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too!
No. I am super amazing because I am Navia's friend. Which means Navia is already amazing.
What's in this thing? Can I look?
Sure.
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, I was scared that's not gonna be the outfit. But it's fine.
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Again, the promise is a promise. When you grow bigger, you'll start wearing that.
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
Take your time. Trust me. I know every adult say this. Take your time. Just have fun.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
What about?
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and
What?
even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Oh no.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday.
Yeah, this is why we should have bring it to the court.
But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, you've got something to do with them, so maybe we shouldn't.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, could that mean they're trying to destroy?
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
We have to stop them.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
I have a feeling that they are purposely planning to make the people go out.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you?
Yes.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
They can jump off beforehand like I did, but yes.
Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Got it.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Really hope somebody know what is going on.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Oh, is it a part where Traveler's side and Navia's side? Also, well, it seems like Coulter is moving. Oh, Coulter is waiting for the Traveler to go away.
Watch out, boss!
Yeah, I knew Florence there.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
Well, again, since the start, I already know he's not okay.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Wait, why? Yeah, well, okay, that part is unexpected.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move.
Why would we... Yeah.
Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
Wait, are you jealous of the... because Navia become the leader?
But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
Oh, the hatred is just because he blamed everything to Navia.
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead. All because of you.
No, it's not because of Navia. What are you on about?
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out.
Yeah, but I didn't say it, but I have thinking as well. It's like, I don't think they're that blind on the, the news, but who knows?
Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
Well, what part that's because of her? You don't have logic. You are losing critical thinking here. No, it's not you, Navia. Don't.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Like they said, your biggest hater is your biggest fan, I guess.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all?
Well, sadly, I do care about her. So you are wrong.
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Bro, this NPC is loud. Well, again, I like Navia because Navia is Navia. We never know her that she is the daughter of Callus and Clementine, so at least that one is good.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
I really hope the others later on gonna say that is all fake or a lie. They do actually live here because of Navia.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences.
No, it's
And
foreshadowing.
when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
Oh, Adol, that's cute. Thank you. Yeah, don't hear that, NPCs.
I don't know how to
Hear
explain
Adele
it,
instead.
but I like her. And that's that!
Yeah,
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now.
agree.
You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, what? It's like 4v1 right now. What can you do?
You're gonna
Old
have
man.
to.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, old man?
Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this.
But just so you know, Navia got a vision and you don't, so you suck.
But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
I thought it's gonna be a cutscene at least, but... Wait, where did they even came from? Ah, well, goodbye.
Coming at ya!
Ah, I got kicked in the face. So I have other element, but this kind of work. Yeah, I don't think I can get any crystal at all. Alright, fine.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Feeling lucky?
Right, buddy. All Paul.
Proper send off from the Spina with love.
Okay, the ranged enemy is quite annoying, but this trial is nice, I guess. There are more enemy and more weight. Rather than just a little bit of a trial where you can only shoot like one time, I guess. Goodbye.
Attack! That's the way.
Yeah, that's the way. Other person is dead.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Another thing that I don't understand about this game, everybody know about fission, right? Why do they still manage to try and fight a fission holder? I don't get that at all.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
It's fine. Emotionally, not.
I don't know, but I have to go.
Sure, well, earlier you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson. Can we look back?
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line.
Does that mean somebody about to attack us?
If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Probably, yeah. Oh, they're doing time limit? Not like it's a problem, but really. We also got ambushed. But I also got Navia here, so... yeah. Anyway. Man, those enemies are so strong, I couldn't even believe how many skill I have to use against them.
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Your speaking also slow me down. Anyway. Oh, what do I do with the explosive though? Do I just...
Watch out! Fire!
It seems like it's working. If it's working, then it's working.
Shower me with praise!
So those are the explosives.
Watch
Ah, see. Shooting explosive is not a good idea probably. How do I subdue this?
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
The explosive is combination of Uzi and the other stuff.
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
A key, seems like. Could it be some kind of keyhole? Or maybe emergency switch?
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key.
Let's see.
Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Alright, checking their pocket. Are you still alive? I hope not.
Feeling lucky?
You're feeling lucky, buddy. Oh, I can talk to Paimon. Oh, the explosive actually making a noise.
Let me turn this guy over. Ugh, he's super heavy. He could probably eat a whole Paimon just for breakfast.
You wanna try it? I'll try to eat whole Paimon for breakfast. Also, wow. That's one way to tell some certain somebody's big.
Let me turn this guy over.
It's the same.
He's super heavy.
Will I keep repeating that? Probably not. I love how we're stealing their money. Well, I just noticed we're literally stealing their money. Why do you have a radish? That's a good question, I guess.
Turn this guy over.
But third time is a charm. Maybe there's
He's super heavy.
a van of some kind, but oh, that's a lie. Anyway,
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
friend-shaped key. A key got from member of Remove whatever gang is. Why is that the name as well? Alright. Should have talked to Paimon first. Didn't know that's an option.
That should do it, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's the movie.
Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
We should still check out the perimeter, just in
Oh,
case.
you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere too. Let's go.
Turns against us. Let's go.
just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
Having been alerted, member of the Mason Garden arrive scene a short time later and take them away. That's awesome. I love that cutscene. Navia looks so cute in the end. But, oh, if
I heard
only...
from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
If only our main character can move that fast from one scene to another, actually. Also, where did we get a geof? Can we just... We no longer need a Statue of the Seven to switch element? Like, what is that part trying to say? Because obviously we're using the Hydro. Because remember when there's a trial character for a Traveler? Yeah, we're just Hydro. Or perhaps that's because mine is Hydro. I don't know. Probably because mine is Hydro. Either way, that part is weird. Yeah, we're still on Geo 1. Which have to go to Leo to get it if it's Statue of the Seven. Or perhaps just touching Statue of the Seven. Who knows? Either way, those cutscenes are amazing. I love it a lot. And dang, still doesn't make sense on the Navia's ult. Where did the cannon came from? But I love it.
I have nothing more to say to them.
I actually thought main character gonna... Yeah, it's like become the Hydro. Well, because of my main character, but still. But yeah, I actually expect main character to jump there, but did not separate the boulder, but destroy it. But that also worked. I thought... not Navia. I thought Lumin is about to use a new element there. Seems like it. That's just Geo.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
Agree, and yeah. Somebody got sentenced twice at this point.
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
And also all of those words that they throw to Navia as well. I hope everybody on the Spina di Rosula's area right now gonna cheer Navia and say it's not because of her parents, it's because of her that she, or not she, that the people that's there wanna live there. It's because of Navia.
All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Agree, but I'm guessing you're not too happy.
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
You look a little pale, feeling a bit fatigued.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Is it the ult? No, it's because of the word.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Also, vision does not work like that, so you cannot lie.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it. That's good at least.
Yeah, the previous word still heavy on her. Still bothering her, that's for sure.
Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not
callous. And I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula, but once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Man, Navia is so kind. Again, that's why she got a vision then. Because for me, ain't no way I'm giving you back in. Why you try to kill her?
Thank you, Navia.
I'll not let you finish the Navia part. Anyway.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
Too kind and too gentle.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line.
No, she is lucky person.
I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
That's okay. Everything is fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson. Also, again, you're not alone. Don't shoulder everything alone. We are here.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Oh, I didn't mean to talk over that. But those are awesome. I accidentally talked over that.
How do you feel, Navia?
I didn't know it's gonna be like
Any
that.
better after taking a break?
I was expecting us helping her, but didn't know it's gonna be that awesome part. That's gonna end up in the cutscene, by the way. So I'm gonna pause it.
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
Well, a little weird, that's true, but that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Yes.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Why did you point me like that? But we will.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
What confession? What happened?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Is it a party celebration?
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Floran understand that, but Floran know this is gonna cheer her up.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious though. Go in Navia to see the surprise. Alright. I wonder what is that actually. I'm hoping it's like a part of surprise like everybody is dead and expressing their feelings saying that we are here because of you. But we'll see. Who knows? Just gonna run that way. Oh, it's like... Oh, it's the statue. I totally forgot. Alright, we're here. Since I already see it from afar, I kinda... Yeah. Oh, also everybody.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished.
Whether it's a sculpt... I don't think it's a statue. Is it a picture?
But special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Oh, is it entire family picture design? Structure for the statue?
Do I really look that bad?
No.
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Drum roll.
This is...
Dang, now we see the reveal of the mother and the father.
Papa, Mother, and me.
It is the design for the statue.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow! This is the statue you mentioned before?
Man, I'm looking for in the future they update the game and there's just a statue.
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
Yeah, that is why I keep saying that they definitely live here, not just because of Navia's parents, it's also because of Navia.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
Aw, that's cute.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
I'll also always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Braving the tides together. With that, Navia's request ended. Dang, you don't see anything. That is actually awesome though. Bro, that's actually so cute. The last part is so adorable.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
About the gift from the townspeople.
I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos.
Ah, I see.
I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
Yeah, you're not. You already got a vision. Most people don't have that. So yeah. It's like through a city, a region, there are probably like 20.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
Well, who knows? Yeah, this ending is still wholesome. Gonna love it. About asking, do you really see me as your partner?
Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me.
It's alright, partner.
Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it.
Yeah, alright, partner.
Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
It's a promise, partner. Why they say a lot of partner? Well, if you didn't know, it's supposed to be over here.
Some people call me boss, others demoiselle, but none of that does anything for me. My favorite thing to be called is partner.
Alright,
but
partner.
Only by you, of course. So just know that my vainer side would be over the moon if you could indulge me a little more often.
Probably too often a moment ago, but with that being said, there goes Navia Spina di Rosula is story quest as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe, like.
Is worse than not carrying one at all.
Yep, because it's broken and it's gonna terrify people and people are gonna attack you. Anyway, as always, I'll see all of you on next video. Stream still continue as usual. I'll see all of you on next one. Again, this is wholesome. I love it. I'm gonna take some picture probably for thumbnail and keeping. Goodbye!
Well,